Introduction to astral projection, what it is in its true essence, the mechanics of it and how to do it. Hi, this audio is prepared by Shubhangshu, the author of The Secret Path to Supernatural, A Journey Within. This is a guide that briefly explains the mechanics of astral projection. You might have heard of this term in videos, books, or even maybe took an online course on it. Here we will discuss the mechanics and possibilities of astral projection and how to master it. So firstly, let's begin by defining what astral projection means. Astral projection is a way of accessing the physical world using the subtle body or Sukshma Sharir without moving the physical body. It is nothing extraordinary and can be done on a daily basis. In fact, it is done by everyone unconsciously, but because it's done unconsciously, people don't remember anything when they wake up or forget it moments after waking up. You certainly require a level of understanding to train or prepare yourself to astral project. Firstly, I'd like to explain the basic fundamentals of what quote-unquote you comprise of. A human being has different types of lives, prana, or chi in him or her. These pranas collectively manifest what you are currently experiencing right now as a human being. In order to grasp a bigger picture of what's happening, we must create a strong distinction between all aspects that you comprise of. This will help you organize information in ways that would help you develop your ability to astral project. Let's create a distinction between consciousness and awareness because most people use these terms interchangeably. Consciousness prevails in everything that exists. Being conscious doesn't mean that a time would come when one may lose his or her consciousness. You are conscious even when you are sleeping or even when you are dead. The problem is that we often confuse consciousness with awareness. Let's explain this by an example. Notice the temperature of your right ear. Is it cold, normal, or burning? Now that you have brought your awareness on your right ear, you are aware of the temperature of your right ear, but this doesn't mean that you were not conscious of it before putting your awareness on it. You were always conscious of it, but not aware of your own consciousness. This is the difference between consciousness and awareness. You can choose to become aware of your own consciousness, but this is not easy to do, because consciousness is infinite and prevails even in non-living things. Consciousness is one, awarenesses are many. This means that the same consciousness is in you, your friend and the entire universe, but your awareness is unique to you. So, are you the awareness or the consciousness? It's actually a choice that you can make. There are 4 things that the awareness can latch onto or become. Consciousness is the first type of awareness that one carries. Or you can say, consciousness is the first type of thing that awareness latches onto. Although consciousness doesn't reside or isn't manifested by the physical structure of the body, the awareness surely is. Awareness is manifested by the mind and so it is limited. Another name for awareness is subtle body or Sukshma Sharira. Awareness can only dwell inside consciousness because it is a part of it. Notice that awareness is not physical in nature, although consciousness encapsulates the physical and the non-physical. Always remember that awareness is unique to you, but consciousness is the one and only that prevails through everyone and everything. The second type of awareness is your physical body. This is what you see yourself as, that is your physical structure. The physical pain, itch, relaxation, physical limits, tiredness are all manifestations of this type of awareness. The third type of awareness that you carry is the emotional body. This decides how you feel in the present moment. This is also a manifestation of the physical body but is experientially different and thus classified as a separate awareness. The awareness of happiness, content, sadness, love, grief, attachment, resentment, envy, etc. are all manifestations of this awareness. Fourth type of awareness is called intention. Intentions are subtle, and so we will discuss about them in greater depth with examples. Intentions are manifestations of the mind that are also an outcome of the physical body or the mind, but are again experientially different and thus classified as a separate type of awareness. Intentions are energy states or frequency that one is in. This means if a poor beggar is begging at the streets, his intention is to beg. If a rich businessman is selling an idea to his partners, his intention is to succeed or to bring out a certain outcome. Intentions cause thoughts to happen. Without intentions one cannot even generate a thought. Without a strong intention, the thoughts will be completely random and uncertain. If one wants to generate wealth, his/her intention is to generate wealth. If his/her intention is strong, his/her thoughts will linger around that intention and ultimately made manifest. Notice that an intention to generate wealth is different from an intention to find a way to generate wealth, and so both of these intentions have different frequencies. Different frequencies manifests different states of mind and thus different experiences of life. If you seek to find a way to generate wealth, then seeking to generating wealth, your mind will remain at finding a way to generate wealth until the frequency is changed to generating wealth. This is just one example. The same law is applied in solving a difficult mathematical problems or solving a political issue. Let's say that you want to solve a math problem. Have you noticed that when you focus on how to solve the problem, you remain at how to? After taking a walk in the nature, once you are out of that how to frequency, you suddenly find the problem easy to solve unless you tap back into the same frequency of how to. You must set your frequency to solving the problem to actually solve the problem. If you want to become famous, your intention should be set to becoming famous. Then what they might say? Or am I good enough? Or what if they laugh at me? You just focus on your job. If your intentions are strong and in the right direction, you will make it happen. Intentions are very strong and are capable of influencing the entire world even without any physical effort. If you gain full control over your intentions, you will become no less than the creator itself. Everything you see in your mind will manifest in your physical reality. What you see will become the truth and the rest will cease to exist. Gaining full control over intentions is no easy task but possible. Intentions are the fundamental to any occult practice. You'd be thinking, okay, intentions are powerful, there are 4 types of awareness. But then what does astral projection has to do with any of that? Let's come back to the same question. What is astral projection? It is a way to separate the subtle body, or awareness, from the influence of physical, emotional, and mental structures. This means you must lose awareness of these 3 to access the consciousness. This can be achieved by simulating a sleeping state where the awareness is still active. If this is tried without setting awareness on consciousness, the person would simply lose awareness, go to sleep, and nothing will happen. To keep the awareness awake or active, you must put it focused on consciousness. Awareness cannot directly look at consciousness because consciousness is causing it to happen. An eye cannot look at itself without a mirror. Awareness is like a mirror and the consciousness is your true nature. People often confuse their true nature with awareness. When awareness is focused on itself, it starts to look at the consciousness through itself because there is no other thing that it can watch. Awareness is like a mirror, which means thing that is reflected upon it becomes it. So if awareness is focused on consciousness, it will become aware of that which isn't physical or a manifestation of the physical. If this happens along with a loss of sense of the physical, i.e., the physical, emotional and intentional awareness, then the awareness will simply be pushed out of the body. This would feel like a dream state, just that the awareness is still existent. Dreams are usual, if this altered state is achieved. Dreams are always happening in the mind when you are in an absorbed state, i.e., sleeping or creating a state of absorption through meditation. The only question is, are you aware of it or not? This is the reason why most of the people watch dreams when they are just about to wake up. Awareness is independent of the memory. Not everything that is dreamt and watched through awareness is retained by the mind. This is because the subtle body is separate from the physical body. It is not a manifestation of the physical body. The subtle body is the pure consciousness that has taken a karmic form. Pure consciousness is ultimate, and the subtle body is a subset of that pure consciousness, which is in sort of a distorted form. As an analogy, the subtle body can be called a lens through which you see the world. And the consciousness is the glass that the lens is made out of. The lens can see but cannot store the information inside the glass. The memory needs to be stored physically in the brain. The awareness can only store very little information compared to the brain. The awareness can only store information by being aware of the energy or the intention of its environment. Awareness can store information only in terms of intentions, energies, unlike the brain that stores information in images, words, and things that can be input through the five senses. I know this is difficult to articulate. Awareness is very subtle in nature, but without one may be equal to a dead body. Let's deepen our distinctions to understand this better. The consciousness is everywhere, as I said earlier. This means everything that exists is conscious, but not everything is aware of consciousness. A pebble, a dead body, and a tree are all conscious entities, just that they are not aware. Being not aware means they don't have a mirror that reflect the world. This awareness is the subtle body and is capable of experiencing the universe through the body or even without the body, for example, when you are in a dream state. What is a dream anyway? Dream happens either when the subtle body or awareness is under the influence of the subconscious mind, or even when it is not under the influence of the mind whatsoever. When the subtle body is under the influence of the subconscious mind, you are astral projecting. Now, if you become aware that you are in a dream state, the subconscious mind will detach itself from the environment, and the environment will become independent of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind will become you, because you are awake in a dream. This doesn't mean the subconscious mind isn't generating the dream world around you. Just that it isn't generating the world through itself. The more vivid and clear your dream becomes, the more separated you become from the subconscious influence. You will start to see random things with high complexity that would seem impossible to be generated just by the subconscious mind. Although I am not underestimating the power of the subconscious mind, things that are not the cause of an artifact of the past can happen in astral realm, which means they are either caused by primitive or evolutionary memory, or maybe not, because from my personal experience, astral realm has also shown some flashes from the future that later came true. This means something else is happening when we astral project. The subtle body is non-physical, and thus it is not constrained by the physical reality. Subtle body is independent of time and space. You can be anywhere and everywhere. You will feel it to be more real than real, and your intelligence will magnify. In the astral realm, you can do everything that you desire and experience any aspect of life. A realm where you can truly live the life of your dreams. Where you have access to infinite possibilities, you will get bored soon and would want to see what lies beyond. I don't mean the physical doesn't have infinite possibilities. It's just that the physical is constrained by time and space. This is the end of part 1 of Astral Projection Guide series. Thank you for listening. Part 2 will be uploaded soon.